It's just like, it's so sad, but so like, I need to like keep listening to it. And again, gotta support the Asians. If you're on TikTok, you know the song Coffee. Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda. I create lifestyle and pop culture content on this YouTube channel, and I hope you guys stick around, join the fam, join the squad. We would love to have you here. So as you can see by today's title, we're doing a little music inspired video, and we're going to be talking about my top 15 favorite underrated artists. I feel like I listen to a lot of people that just don't get the recognition that they deserve, and I just want to shed some light on them. And they're all women. I mainly listen to women, honestly. I listen to like a few men, but I was like, let's shine the light on women artists. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm gonna talk about some artists that I love. I'm gonna recommend some of their songs to you, and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys find a new favorite artist from this video, and let's just jump right into it. So the first one, like if you have been watching my channel, you already know who this is gonna be, but it's Madison Beer. I'm gonna read you like the little Spotify descriptions for each person. So Madison is a platinum selling recording artist, songwriter, producer, and author. Since making her music debut at the age of 12, Madison has evolved into a dynamic and versatile artist whose sound blends multiple genres of music with powerful and emotive vocals that convey a raw and honest portrayal of the human experience. Madison has developed a dedicated fan base and garnered critical acclaim for her unique blend of soulful melodies, her powerful vocal range, and introspective lyrics that explore the complexities of love, heartbreak, and self-discovery. A creative force and visionary, Madison's music videos and stage performances are meticulously crafted, offering an experience that transports audience into her imaginative world through her keen eye for aesthetics. She is amazing, she is great, and y'all should listen to her. My favorite song ever by her is Homesick, so if you have not listened to that song, you gotta get on it, you gotta listen to it because it's literally the best thing ever. So that's Madison. Next we have Mahalia, who actually just released an album today, if the day that I'm recording, but the day that you're watching this, it'll be like 2-3 days old. That's exciting. Mahalia is an alt R&B soul artist. The singer and songwriter made her recorded debut in her early teens, by which point she had already attracted major label record interest. She's from London, so she's from the UK, and she just released an album called IRL, in real life. I didn't listen to it enough to be like, this is a song you need to listen to, but my favorite songs by her are Do Not Disturb and Square One. Those are just amazing. Like, you need to listen to them. So good. Then we have Charlotte Lawrence. Charlotte Lawrence has been building streams since her first EP Young came out in 2017 and was streamed in the millions, but over the course of 2020, the 20-year-old musician has slowed down, consolidated, and spent the time discovering her voice, her style, her story. She's born and raised in LA. She spent little time in the city and more by the Malibu coast and up in the canyons. She grew up playing piano from the age of 5 and got into guitar around the age of 13. She has one of the most stunning, beautiful voices I've ever heard. And right now I'm obsessed with her song called Body Bag. It's so good. Like, I cannot get enough. It's just like, it's so sad, but so like, I need to like keep listening to it. Like, it's so sad, but like, it's like the best thing ever. So you should listen to her. Then the next one is actually my friend. We went to high school together. So her name is Slim. That's her artist name. So it says, who is Slim? Not an artist who can be categorized by few words. Versatile and multifaceted in aura and sound, the Montreal native is revolutionizing the music industry one paradox at a time. Through intricate storytelling depicting the reality of many Black women, the pipeline between growing up in paycheck to paycheck, immigrant, matriarch-dominated households, to being provided the best of what our parents never got, notably good education, instilling the mentality that anything you set your mind to you can achieve, is the reality that birthed Slim. She hasn't fit in a box since the day she came out one, and her artistry is no exception. Love her as a person and as an artist. So her music is more like, I would say, like rap vibes, and I think the song that I like the most is called Rent Free. So you should check it out. You should listen to her and just support her, and I don't know, follow her on Instagram and everything, and go show her some love. Let her know I sent you. I don't know. Yeah, love her. Then we have Miss Maggie Lindemann. If you know, you know. I also have been a big fan of hers for a while. Building on the sharpened songwriting and singularly honed in sound she's established on Paranoia, Maggie spent a year building the foundation of her debut studio album, Sucker Punch, a body of work that chronicles a journey of self-discovery and actualization. Maggie is just she's an internet kid. She kind of blew up on the internet, and that's where I found her before she actually started doing music, and I just love her. My favorite song is actually off her EP called Paranoia, and the song is called Different. It's just such a good song, and I just relate to it so well. And she has just such a unique style of music, and her lyrics always hit, so love Maggie. My camera is dying, and I'm trying to hope it doesn't die during this. But next we have a Renee Rapp, who I actually only started listening to recently because of my friend Alex. Renee Rapp knew she was born to perform ever since she was a child. Even in her earliest memories, her love of music was always present. The North Carolina native began harnessing her natural creativity by writing and recording songs when she was just a teenager. Eventually, her career took off when she landed the coveted role of Regina George in the Tony-nominated Mean Girls musical on Broadway. And then she also was in The Sex Lives of College Girls that she's actually leaving. And I just think she has one of the most stunning voices ever. And at the moment, my favorite song is one of her recent singles called Snow Angel. I just like listened to it and I was like, holy shit. And I'm actually seeing her live in October. That's gonna be really fun, and I'm really excited for that. So she's another amazing person. Next, we have someone that I had on my podcast, Alexa Valentino. It says, from a girl who really liked a television show about FBI agents to one of the biggest incoming artists to watch, 18-year-old Alexa Valentino is writing her legacy as a singer-songwriter, and she's not wasting any time. People quickly fell in love with the comfort she related as an influencer, only to discover her music, which made them feel just that and more. Her writing explores places many are afraid to go, such as borderline personality disorder, suicidal thoughts, religious trauma, and your run-of-the-mill relationship struggles. I had the chance, like I said, to have her on my podcast, and she is just such a beautiful soul. If you haven't listened to that yet, go listen. And she also has an album coming out July 28th, I believe, which is very, very soon, so you should also check that out. And she's gonna have a tour soon, so love her. And my favorite song by her that I would recommend is called Borderline. It's just so good. So sad, but so good. Then next we have a band. They're two girls and one guy, but we're gonna let it slide. Tiny Habits. I saw them twice live. I saw them for the first time when they opened for Gracie Abrams, and then on their own little solo show, and I just think they're incredible. Tiny Habits is an acoustic folk pop trio formed in Boston by artists Maya Ray, Sinya Khan, and Judah Mayowa, focusing on three-part harmonies and a beautifully intimate vibe. The trio's enticing signature sound has already helped drive them to viral success. They just are so good. They're so good. They have such beautiful voices and beautiful, like, I don't know, they're just so good and I love them. My favorite song by them is actually called Tiny Things. I just think it's so cute and just such a meaningful song, so you should check them out. And we have my queen, who has been in and out of the industry for a little, or not out of the industry, but like hasn't released that much, and then she started releasing more, and she barely has a bio on Spotify. It literally says, hi, I'm Bia, I don't know what I'm doing, and that's kind of a mood. I would say she's more like pop alternative vibes, and she just started releasing music again, which is really exciting. My favorite song by her at the moment is called Feel Something. I just love the beat. I love the vibe. I love the energy. It's so good. So you should check her out. I actually saw her live twice, and she's just great. And then we have Miss Hayley Kiyoko, who I absolutely adore. Hayley Kiyoko has become one of the most celebrated pop artists since releasing her landmark debut album, Expectations. Kiyoko was nominated for 2 VMAs in 2018. And she's Asian, and she was actually on Lemonade Mouth, where she kind of got her like big start. But I just love her. I love what she stands for. I love her presence and her just being so open about being in the LGBT plus community. And I just love her style and her music. And again, gotta support the Asians. My favorite song I think would be Found My Friends. I think it's just such a happy feeling song, and I just love listening to it, and I'm always like in a good mood when I listen to it, so I would say that. Then we have Maya Hawke. She was in Stranger Things, and her dad is actually pretty famous, and I would say she makes like indie music, I would think. And I would say my favorite song right now is called Sweet Tooth, and I just love her vibe. I love how like eccentric she is. She's so cool. Then we have an artist who has not released music in literally a minute, and my best friend actually showed me her. Her name is Lennon Stella. She hasn't released music since 2020, so she's got to get back on that. She rose to popularity when she was just 12 years old as part of the duo Lennon and Maisie alongside her younger sister. and gained national attention with the cover of Robin's Call Your Girlfriend. She spent most of 2019 and 2020 selling out dates on her headline tour that went throughout North America, Europe, and the UK. And she hasn't really said anything really since, but she's also Canadian, so we love that. And I think my favorite song by her is called Older Than I Am. I think that would be my favorite song. I just think the lyrics are beautiful, and I just really love her voice. And I really need some new music so that she can go on tour and so I can finally see her live, because it's been a little while. The next one is, I feel like she's a little bit big, but like I also haven't heard of her much until this year. So there's beabadoobee. She was born in the Philippines, so we love that because we love supporting another Filipino. If you didn't know, I'm half Filipino. And she was raised in London. She started recording music as beabadoobee in 2017. At just 20 years old, beabadoobee has built her huge dedicated Gen Z fan base with her flawless output of confessional bedroom pop songs and DIY aesthetic. If you're on TikTok, you know the song Coffee, which gathered literally so many streams and went viral on TikTok. I'm not going to sing it because I can't sing, but that's kind of like where I started hearing her, from TikTok. And I think my favorite song by her is called Broken CD. I just think it's such a beautiful song and I absolutely love it. And I love her voice. And again, we love supporting other Filipino people because there's not many of us in the media, so gotta support all the ones that pop up. Then we have Victoria Monet, who I am so sad that she's going on tour when I'm in Europe because I really want to see her. But she literally comes near me 3 days before I get back, so we're not going to talk about it. But Victoria Monet is the epitome of a modern artist, a talented, multi-dimensional, and versatile singer, songwriter, and dancer, an artist that actually lives up to the hype. Her unique and truthful perspective showcases her duality, fresh and familiar, sexual and substantial, a feeling of nostalgia blended with modern and youthful aesthetics. As a queer woman of color working in a landscape that still actively pigeonholes artists with marginalized identities, Monet is familiar with playing with multiple roles. And we love supporting a fellow queer artist. Well, I'm not a queer artist, but I'm in the LGBT plus community. I'm not an artist, a musical artist, but yeah. And I absolutely love her vibes. So good. And my favorite song by her, I think, would be Go There With You. It's a beautiful song. And I love her voice on it. So yeah. And the last one is Miss Diamond White. Diamond White weaves together periods of time and genres with a multifaceted approach to creativity. Being born in Motown, Diamond was drawn to the music history of her hometown, Detroit, Michigan. Growing up in a home where music was always playing, Diamond could sing before she spoke her first word. She was on, I'm pretty sure she was on, as an X Factor. I found her on a TV show. Let me go search this up right now before I give false information. Diamond White. Okay, yeah, she was on X Factor. That's why I found her. She was actually on X Factor with Bia Miller and stuff. But anyways, I love her vibe. Yeah, she has like such, like in her music, it's such like an old soul vibe that you can feel, and I just absolutely adore it. She hasn't released music in a little bit of time, but my favorite song by her is Nothing Lasts Forever. It's just a beautifully written song, beautifully vocal song, and I really enjoy it, and I enjoy her. But yeah, that's my top 15 most underrated artists at the moment. I feel like it always changes, and I'm always looking to discover new female or male or non-binary artists. So if you guys have any suggestions of people I should listen to, I'm really into like the whole like folk, indie, pop, alternative, R&B, soul vibes. So if you have any artist suggestions under those categories, comment them down below. And even if they're not, just comment them down below. I would love to check them out. Let me know if you've heard any of these artists before, or if you searched any of them up and enjoyed them. I would love to hear that. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.